Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya. It's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahashem is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ signal speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down in the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by his videos. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt once again. Shalom to you. The day today is Friday, September 5th of 2025, our hope for your salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. Okay, I'm going to show you a video from this guy called New York Prepper, and he's going to be showing you something of militarizing, okay, movement of equipment, okay, which is a big deal in these last days. So before we do that, I want to declare fair use, okay. It's called fair use, is allowed for purposes of criticism, newspaper reporting, teaching, and parody, which is not infringed on the copyright under 17 USC 107. So again, this is not my video, but I'm going to comment on it. So let's go to that.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Thursday, September 4th, 2025, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 14:27 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from the DC area and from Europe. So what you're looking at here is some new video footage that was released today showing what appear to be hundreds and hundreds of U.S. military vehicles being moved into the D.C. area. And we know this is the D.C. area because you can see this highway sign here that says 2395 North. Let me just play this video for you. It is just absolutely insane.
So again, these are military vehicles that are being brought to D.C., okay, the District of Columbia. Remember, at this time, Trump is militarizing 19 cities and bringing the military, National Guard, to your city near you. Okay, you have to understand that Rex 84 is about to be unleashed upon you guys. When I say you guys, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's the whole purpose of this, what you would call operation, right? And there's a couple of them. And like I said, this is only the beginning because who knows what they're going to do. If they try to simulate an EMP, an invasion, right? A UFO, extraterrestrial invasion. Of course, because remember, you have to understand that these people have been planning for this day for a long, long time. Okay, so when they had brought the caravan of these immigrants, within those immigrants, they pulled a Trojan horse operation. They brought in their mercenaries. Okay, their hired guns. Okay, because if you know what was going on, they were seeing men of military age from Assyria to Egypt, China. And these are all, military guys. and they just were brought in to the country, and then all of a sudden they were staying at hotels, high-end hotels, and they were given phones that were activated. And all of a sudden you didn't hear much about it, but we know they're still here. They got rid of most of the immigrants that came here in those caravans because that was the whole purpose. That was just smoke screen. What do they call it? Smoke and mirrors. And the operation's about to begin. Okay, the operation of Jacob's trouble, brothers and sisters. Okay, so pay attention.
Look at all of those armored vehicles. These are the new joint light tactical vehicles that.
So again, these are not the old Humvees from the 80s and all that stuff. No, these are the new armored vehicles. Okay, the new lightweight vehicles, all diesel, air conditioned, and fully armored. That could take. Remember, these Humvees were designed. The Humvees were not designed for bombs and stuff like that. So what happened in Afghanistan? They started designing these vehicles that could take mines, right? Direct hits. And these vehicles are it. The new one, the upgrades.
Replace the Humvees. Okay, you can see the Capitol building right there. Look at that, guys. Absolutely insane. Look at how long that.
and if you see in the background, you see the Museum of the Bible. Okay, this is in D.C. This is the Capitol's right there. This is, like I said, just seeing that these, it's like, whoa, what's going on? This is like that movie from the 80s, Red Dawn. Okay?
That train goes, just hundreds and hundreds of armored vehicles being moved into the D.C. area. You can clearly see the Washington Monument right there, the Capitol building. I mean, this is just unprecedented. So what is the...
Remember, these are hundreds and hundreds of vehicles, and only four soldiers fit in them. So how many thousands of soldiers must there be? Okay? Getting ready for this. Okay? Getting ready to get suited and booted to kick down doors. Okay? We don't know when this is going to go down. If this might go down in a week, in a month, in 3 months, in a year, but we know it's close. These things are not being shuffled around for no reason. What was it? 20 years ago or 25 years ago, they were showing the images in Atlanta, somewhere in Georgia, of the coffins, right? Coffins that could fit up to 3 bodies. And that was a big deal. And guess what? These coffins are going to be shuffled in here because there's going to be nothing but dead bodies, and the scriptures talk about that. Okay? So, brothers and sisters, the time is here. Okay? The time of repentance, the doors of salvation are closing. Jacob's trouble is upon us.
Trump administration preparing for? Why do they need hundreds of these vehicles in the D.C. area? Look at that, guys. That is just totally insane. I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
And if you see that train is moving 50, 55 miles an hour, and see how many hundreds and hundreds and maybe thousands of vehicles. How long is a convoy? And I don't want to, go too long on the video, but that's it. Now let's read the scriptures, because the scriptures have told us and to warn us. Okay, the prophets have shown these visions. This is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and has saith greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly, right? Because remember the men of war that have been preparing and all that. Look, man, they're not ready for Terminators and drones, and you're gonna start seeing all these Terminators, human robots walking around with crazy machine guns that are huge. Okay? That movie Terminator wasn't, remember, a movie. That was a documentary, man. What did the guy said? Sarah Connor asked the guy, can you kill him? And he said, with these weapons, who knows? Right? Because that's what they're saying. Yeah, go keep your AK-47, your M16. It's not going to be able to do nothing to these Terminators, man. So that's the time we're in. Verse 15, that day is a day of wrath. Okay, this is the day of the Lord to get its vengeance. A day of trouble and distress. A day of wasteness and desolation. A day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness. Okay, so this is the day of the Lord that 2/3 of the nation of Israel are not going to be able to get out of it. Okay, because you heathens, you definitely can't get out of it. I don't care if you're Christians, Catholic, Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, your ass is grass. The Lord's about to pay you back, okay, with interest. All right? You don't care what we say? Don't worry about it. We're gonna see you on the streets being attacked, being hacked to death by all these YNs out there, man. You're gonna see it, man. Our 2/3 of our nation are animals, man, and those animals are gonna let loose on you. Remember, the hand that feedeth. Now there's no more food. There's no more welfare. They're gonna go on you. Verse 16, a day of the trumpet, the day of Trump, an alarm against the fenced cities. What are the fenced cities? America. Remember, America hasn't been invaded. It never been attacked. When was the last time it happened in the 1700s during the colonial times? Britain, okay? When Atlanta was burned, D.C. was burned, that's the last time there were foreign troops here in the United States. So again, the fenced cities and against the high towers, okay? And I will bring distress upon the men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. Okay, so remember, there's going to be dead bodies everywhere. Remember, we talked about the coffins. Back in the day, there was just stacks and stacks of coffins. And these coffins were huge. These coffins are going to show up again, and they're going to now be filled with bodies. All right? They showed us these things, and nobody believed it. But now, it's here. Okay? Believe it or not. Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them, right? Because, there's going to be wealthy people that may not be billionaires or millionaires, but have money, and they think they're going to be able to get out of it. Their money is not going to be able to do anything. Remember, the dollar's devaluating. Unless you're carrying gold or silver, gold bars, I don't know how far you can get with that. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Right? Because he talks about a recompense in Joel. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Joel. This is Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, southern and northern kingdom, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, right, which is the so-called Middle East, right, in that province. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right? Who made the state of Israel? The so-called English, right? The so-called little hats. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold the girl for wine, that they might drink. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, which are Canaanites, right? And all the coasts of Palestine, which are Arabs? Will ye redeem me a recompense? Right? We just read that, right? You pay back the Lord, and ye recompense me swiftly, pay me back swiftly. I will speedily I return your recompense upon your own hand. I'm going to pay you back for what you did and took my children. And he's going to explain it here again. Because you have taken my silver and my gold. Right? The gold would be the tribe of Judah. Silver would be the northern kingdom. And have carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant things. The children also of Judah, the children of Jerusalem. Okay? We're not making this up. Have you sold unto the Grecians, the so-called white man. So this is explaining the transatlantic slave trade right here, right? Canaanites, which are Africans. Palestine, the Arabs, right? And of course, the so-called white man, the Grecians. Okay, that's the transatlantic safety. All the parties involved. That ye might remove them far from their borders. And this is what the Lord is doing as we speak. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. See, the Lord's about to pay back these nations. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. So we're going to sell you your rugrats, okay? In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to sell your rugrats, all right, all over the world. Just like you see trading cards, baseball cards. We're going to trade your children and sell them to the other side of the world. And we shall sell them to the Sabians, other Africans, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. So if you Christians are getting mad about this, then get mad at the Lord. Because who said it? Because the Lord has spoken it. Woo! Man, oh man. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. The day of the Lord is upon us. And if you're not of the elect, there's nothing you can do.
Or in my life. And Colombia's president said about the Venezuelan ship that was sunk by the U.S. military that...
Right. There's another... America is getting involved in South America too. So there you go. Current events. Okay, breaking news. These are the last days. These are the last hours that are upon us. And may the Lord have mercy upon the elect of the nation of Israel. Call halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai Barakatham Rakakedash. And he that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.
If this is true, it's murder. Wow. And Zelensky